gonna read The Snow Day by Ezra Jack Keats. The Snow Day. The Snow Day. The Snow Day. Yeah.
It's a big snow.
One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. So look, Peter woke up from his nap, woke up in the morning and he looked outside his window and he saw that everything is covered with snow. And there's so much snow that he can't go to school. So he has a snow day because there's so much snow outside his window, and he can't go to school because there's so much snow. There's so much snow. And everything is covered with snow. We'll see. So there's big piles of snow. So let's see what happens. We'll see. After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the streets to make a path for walking. So look, he went outside, he put on his snowsuit to be ready to go out in the cold. And when he went outside, he saw big piles of snow. Look at these big piles of snow. There's big piles of snow because those big piles are from the street. And these big piles of snow were put off to the side so people could walk on the street. Look at these big piles of snow. Look how big these piles of snow are. They're even taller than Peter. Look how small Peter is compared to the big pile of snow. Look how tiny he is, and look how big the pile of snow is. But that's a lot of snow.
Like this big.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. He walked with his toes pointing in like that. So look, he's walking on the snow, and the snow is going crunch, 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 crunch. Yes, it says it's going crunch, crunch, crunch.
Ms.Dimitra,
Yes.
like this.
Yep, he's walking on the snow. Yeah, he's walking on the snow.
No, that looks like the front of the book.
Yes, it looks like the front of the book, yes. So yes, he's walking on the snow. The snow is going crunch, 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 crunch. Yes, it is. It says it's going crunch, crunch, crunch. And look, he's leaving. Look, as he's walking on the snow, he's leaving. Look, he's leaving a trail of. He's leaving a trail of footprints. He's leaving a trail of footprints. He's leaving a trail of footprints. And look, there's so many big piles of snow. And look at all these footprints. Look at all these footprints. Yes?
Why is the book going to get ready?
Yeah, these are lots of footprints.
Hey, look like the part of the.
Oh, look, yes, it looks like the front cover of the book, yes. Yes, it does. It does, it looks like the front, yes. Yes, it is. footprints, yes. Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. So now he's dragging his feet. And look at the long lines he's making in the snow.
Where's the kid? Where's the kid?
We'll see, maybe we'll see on the next page.
It's Ms.Dimitra.
Yes.
This is a color.
Yes.
I see color on the snow.
Yes. So look at these big piles of snow. Look at these big piles of snow. They're so big. But look, but now the boy is not walking. Now the boy is dragging his feet. And look at these lines he's making on the snow. Now the boy is making a long lines on the snow. Now the boy is making long lines on the snow. He's not making footprints right now. Look. Now there's long lines on the snow. And look how big these piles are.
Like this big. Those are medium. Ms.Dimitra. Like this big.
It was a stick. A stick that was just right for snagging a snow-covered tree. So look, he found something pointing out from the snow, and it was a stick. So look, Peter found a stick. Peter found a stick. And look, he's using the stick to get the snow off the tree. Look.
Ms.Dimitra.
Look, he's using the snow. He's using the stick to get the snow off the tree.
Ms.Dimitra.
The snow.
Do look at your pen.
Yeah, so look, he's using the stick to get the snow off the branches. Look, he's holding the stick and he's getting the snow off of the branches. Down fell the snow, plop on top of Peter's head. So look, he used the stick to get the snow. So Pete used the stick to get the snow off the branches, and the snow fell on his hat, on his head. So the snow fell on Peter's head. Yes. Okay, yes. So look now, Peter's walking again, and look, there are footprints in the snow. And yes, the snow fell on his head. Yes, it fell on his head. Okay. Let's see. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So Pete went to join the other kids in the snowball fight. But Pete decided to leave. Because Pete is smaller and the kids were bigger. And look, the big kids are throwing the snowballs at him. And look, Pete is just laying on the snow. He's not able to get up. Because Pete is younger than them. The boys are bigger. So he's not able to play with them yet. Yeah, maybe we could try, but maybe they're too big. And he has to wait a few years. So he made a smiling snowman, and he made angels. So look, he's laying on the snow and making snow angels over here. So he's making snow angels over here, and here he made a snowman. Yes. angels. So he's making angels. He's making snow angels over here. He's making snow angels over here. And here he's making a snowman. He made a snowman here. Maybe the boy forgot to add the hands and feet. But right now it's just the snowman and the snow angels. Yeah, it's just the head and the body. The snowman doesn't have. Yeah, you're right. You know, the snowman doesn't have hands or feet or a nose. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big, tall, heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. So Pete is pretending this. He's pretending that he's pretending that he's a mountain climber, and this is a big pile of snow, and he's pretending that he's climbing the big mountain.
That looks like a pyramid to me.
Yeah, that's a big mountain. He's pretending that he's climbing the big mountain. Yeah, that's a lot of snow. That is a lot of snow. Yeah, that's a lot of snow. That's a lot of snow. He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it round and firm and then put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. So look, he took snow from outside and rolled it up into a ball and put it in his pocket. But let's see if we know. But let's see, and then he went into his warm, and then Pete went into his warm house. He put the snow in his pocket, and then he went into his warm house. So what do you think is going to happen to the snow? It's going to melt. And here, he's talking to his mom and telling about his adventures. Yeah. And he's talking to his mom and telling her about his adventures. So here he's putting the snow in his pocket, and here he's talking to his mom and telling her about all the adventures that he had.
That snowball is gonna melt. That snowball is so.
And he thought about them. So look, now he's taking a bath, and he's thinking about all the fun he had while he's taking a bath. He has a rubber ducky, and he's thinking about all the fun he had. He's thinking about all the fun he had. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. So look, he's checking in his pocket to see if the snowball is there. But why wasn't the snowball in his pocket?
Because he let it melt.
Yes, why wasn't the snowball in his pocket? Because it melted. So because it melted, he felt very, very, very sad. And now look, he's off to bed.
Why is he off to bed?
Because maybe it's bedtime.
Or maybe it's not.
he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. So he had a dream. In his dream, while he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted the snow. So when he in his dream, he was thinking that the sun melted all the snow. So when he woke up, he wouldn't see any snow. But then the next day he woke up and more snow was falling. So the old snow is going to get covered, and now he sees more snow falling. Now there's more snow falling. After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall, and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. So look now, Pete called one of his friends and was like, "Hey, do you want to come with me and have fun in the snow with me?" And the friend said yes. So look, it's Pete and his friend right here. Pete and his friend. So now Pete and his friend Peter. So now Peter and his friend, and now Peter and his friend are out, and they're going to play together, and they're gonna have fun together in the snow.